Hey guys, Trigger John coming at you with another Awaken Chaos Air video. Today's video, what we're going to be talking about is all about the new update, what to look for, and kind of how we got a few little bit of improvements here and there, and what you should be doing with them. All right, so first and foremost, let's go ahead and talk about, we did get that new character. I don't know if you saw my video. I did hint on a video talking about we had a new character coming. They did release that character. I do not have them, unfortunately, yet, but I will definitely be pulling to try to get them here fairly soon. Like, I don't know, maybe tomorrow on stream or tonight on stream, we'll go ahead and we'll try to pull for him. There is a very good chance to get him right now, which is very helpful. I'm excited. He seems like a very good single target nuker. I do like his passive, and depending on what his ascension trait is, like how many upgrades you need to get him ascended, this Ashura, sorry, can be very, very powerful. So I definitely think he has a lot of potential. Okay, now let's get into kind of some of the other stuff we got going on. I'm recording this right at reset here, so we have nothing else new, I don't think. But we have some new things that you're going to kind of see. So, for example, normally when you would hit this dungeon button here, you would see Endless Trial over here on the left. This has now changed, and I'm okay with that. I'm not disappointed with this at all. So now, Endless Trials is no longer located there. It's actually located in this Proving Gate. Now, the other cool thing about this is you can see they have a few things coming down the line, okay? We don't know anything about these yet, but I would be willing to bet it's gonna be something similar to this Endless Trials. Now, will it be exactly? Who knows? How long will it be until they release this content? Once again, I really have no really good idea, but I do like that they added this. This tells us that we have a lot of new content potentially coming. We did have that Void Tower change where I'm on 24 currently. It's been a little difficult. I mean, we've survived, we've managed though for now, so it's not too terrible. But I mean, this content is kind of the end game, but now we're getting more potential content coming that gives us hope for the future. Bounty Hunt didn't change at all. Arcane Dominator, you know, there wasn't really any change. But overall, the general aesthetic kind of changed. Now, one other thing that we do have now is this Fire Slam. Now, this is kind of cool. This is a whole nother event in itself. I have not done any of this yet because I wanted to try to do it on stream with my viewers. But I do want to talk about this. There are some blessings down here. So after event starts for 7 days, the stages drop extra items. So you can get extra bonus materials and things of that nature. Notice this does take bread to complete. Now, I haven't done these at all yet myself, so I don't know if we can farm these or not. I'm assuming that we can do a little bit of farming on them because there is a reward shop that is dedicated just to this event. So definitely pay attention to this. I would definitely prioritize going ahead and getting some of this done. This is limited versus a lot of the other content that you're used to seeing and performing and doing. It's not really limited, right? So definitely keep that in mind. It's a fun little event. I hope they do like a big event like this for every character kind of moving forward. I feel like that really interacts well with the community. You know, I feel like that kind of engages us to like, they know like this is a new character. They make a big deal out of it. They don't release them constantly to where they just like overburden us. I like it. I definitely like this whole aesthetic they have going for this. The other thing I really enjoy about this is we do have the summon banner. Now, this is different. Notice we have the daily advanced summon. We can do the free one. I'm actually on pity. Let's just yeet this, see if we can't get a Lego. Nope. Still an elite. Pity just got better. We're plus 2%. We're almost there. But there is a separate banner. They did a special banner just for Garel. I do like this. I think this is a good idea. Also, if you hit the summoning details, you can see that it talks about your pity, and then it says there's a 50% chance of them being an event limited hero. This means the first time you get a Lego, if it's not Garel, the second time it will be. That's basically what this word's for you. That's pretty cool. You can guarantee yourself a Garel if you pull 2 Legos off this banner. I feel like that's really neat. That's definitely a good way to do things. That way people who are really trying to YOLO to get that one character, they can do that. Now, the other downside of that is, yes, whales can whale out and get multiple copies of this guy. That is kind of a pitfall, but you know, half a dozen in one hand, half a dozen in the other hand. I feel like this is a good mechanic that they added. Okay, moving on. That's kind of the aesthetic here that we had change. We do have new packs as well in the shop, guys. As you see, we do have a $100 pack. Unfortunately, right now, I can't afford it, so we're not gonna buy it. However, if I did have the money, I would probably say this is right about the $100 value. Honestly, it's about right there. So it's one of those where, you know, if you have it laying around, it's not necessarily the worst pack to get, but it's right at that value. So I would definitely maybe pass on it. The $50 pack though, I typically like these pretty well. Obviously they're half as much, get half as much rewards, but you still get a significant amount of resources for the amount of money you're spending. Now the $20 pack, you know how the whole saying goes. Obviously they've kept these all proportional, so it is what it is. If you're spending money or willing to spend money on the game, you do have this potential advantage. They're not bad packs if you really want to go ahead and push for that growl. I would not blame you. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about this major update we just had. Okay, I know we just had a lot of stuff drop. I know you guys are all curious, so let's go talk about it. Let me pull up the correct screen here. It's gonna be that one. Beautiful. All right, and let's go ahead and toggle into that one, and we'll let's talk about this update. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to go fast and go and tag down all these high points here to get a little bit more information out there for you. And yeah, we'll kind of talk about it. I've only read through these once before, so this is almost like a live reaction because I haven't really processed everything. So yeah, should be good content. Definitely let me know down in the comments below what your thoughts are on these updates. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this update. As you can see here, this was released as of March 2nd, 2022. That would be tonight, or earlier this day. There's a lot to cover here. This is all the stuff we're gonna kind of talk about. I'm gonna try to breeze through it as fast as I can. We may not cover every single thing, but I'll give you a general thought process on it. So first thing, new hero. Okay, I've already talked about it. I do have a video on it. Definitely go see that if you're curious about him. When I pull him, I will do a champion showcase for sure. New event, that was that event I was just talking about. It unlocks after clearing adventure mode 7 and 8. I'm not sure if this is normal or hard. Leave a comment down below if you know exactly which one it is. That way the people know and understand. Summon, added a new advanced summon. That was the summon I was talking about, perfect. This is also talking about the 50% pull rate, okay. Added girl event packs. Hey, we already talked about that. We're doing great. We've already knocked out a lot of this, okay. Next, we have gear set, adjusted effects of assassin set. Okay, now this is cool because assassin set is one of the sets that I'm trying my damnedest to get. I really want it. I understand that it's RNG based, but I'm starting to get away from the cursed gear and I want to get more into the assassin gear to help me do a lot more damage, especially in the void tower. Okay, so before, attacks have a 50% chance to deal 35% more damage. Now it's going to be 50% chance to do 50% bonus damage. Okay, so they've actually increased. They've raised it. They buffed assassin set. I'm on board with this. I don't have any assassin set. I don't know how often it procs, but I am on board with that. I do feel like that could be very good potential. Once again, it's gonna be RNG based. So I'm okay with that. Because it's RNG, give it a little boost. Okay. Now in arena, spells are limited to 1 per round. That's awesome. I did find it really weird that we can do multiple spells in 1 round, you know, by just going one character to the next character. I would honestly, I'm going to shoot myself in the foot for this one. But this is limited to arena. I would say make this game wide. Mainly just because most games adopt this system. It would really shake up the meta completely. And yeah, I feel like that would be a potentially good benefit to have. Okay. Chat, in-game chat increased to word limit. Don't use it, but okay. Dungeon. Adjusted layout of the dungeon's interface. Added current events to the dungeon's main page. And separate tab for endless trials. Okay, we talked about the trials change. Multi-battle. Okay, improved notifications of double EXP bonus in the multi-battle. Okay, I did play with this. This did change a little bit. It was kind of cool. So here, let's throw it up there. I think I messed up. Yep, I left my bonus going for too long, unfortunately. So let's throw that really quickly, show you what I'm talking about. So I unfortunately left this going too long. So, but if I were to go into, let's go ahead and let's go pop one real quick. Let's just add it. Boom. bonus. Okay, let's turn it off. It is off. Let's show you what that means. Let's go right here. Let's say we're gonna do multi-battle. Let's fight. Here it is. Tip, double EXP potion available. Fight again with a double EXP bonus. Confirm, cancel, or hide for today. Really cool. I do like that they added that because I honestly have been forgetting about it myself. This is always kind of like a constant reminder. Really cool change. It's not something major. It's not something huge. But at the end of the day, like, not everything can be a major update. Just small quality of life stuff like that works out pretty well in our favor. Okay. Guild boss. Increase the HP bar limits of the guild boss. I'm assuming this means for chests. I'm not entirely sure exactly what this means. Something tells me I'm going to figure it out later. Something tells me I'll figure it out later. Okay, moving on. We have hero adjustments. All stats are max level. Evelyn First Dawn. Okay, did she get a buff or nerf? Okay, that was before. This is after. Nice. So she got a buff with the joint attack. I like it. Brand the Brilliant. All right, our boy. Special basic lightning compression. Increased damage from 100% to 150. Okay. Ultimate. Increased damage from 100 to 120. Okay, so he got a damage boost buff, which I think is good. This kind of helps with the determination if you're going to be using him in a survivability set or if you're going to use him in an actual nuking set. So this kind of helps with the justification on putting decent attack gear on him. Okay, next we have God Fairy. Okay, so before it was the unhealable for 2 turns. Now it's deal 100% damage to 1 enemy, applies unhealable for 2 turns, and silence for 1 turn. Okay. More damage done. I feel like this is, it is what it is. God Fairy's not going to do any damage, so I don't really care about this ability. But the silence, that's kind of cool. Balbereth, he's getting tweaked again. I mean, he's still not one of the most used characters, so I understand why they're tweaking him. Trait, Demon Rebirth increased the health after revival from 30 to 60 to 50 to 80. Okay. So he's going to be more, I think that's cool, because my thought process on that is he was just going to come back just to instantly die again. This allows him to have a fighting chance, so I'm okay with this change. Tia, oh, what are they doing to our girl? Let's see, 100% damage, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Afterwards, do 120% damage to all enemies, same. 50% damage to main target. Okay, so that's more damage. It's 170% to the main target you select. Applies frozen for 1 turn. Okay, 50% chance to apply frozen to surrounding targets for 1 turn. Chances increased to 80% if the enemy is affected. Okay. So it's the same, and that's the same. So essentially what they added was this 50% damage to 1 target. Okay. I'm okay with that. That makes her more viable and doing damage. I actually currently have my Tia built to do damage. So that's cool. That actually works out in my favor. Next, Lydia. All right, so Lydia before had plus 20% dodge, ascended 20% plus a 20% dodge if this character is below 50%. Okay, now its dodge is plus 35%, so that's a buff. Ascended grants plus 35% dodge and plus 20% lifesteal. Okay. So what they did here is there's 20% plus an additional 20% if it was below 50%. What this would literally mean is she could be up to 40% dodge when her HP was low. Instead, they backed that off 5% and gave us 35% straight across. And then if you ascend her, she gets plus 20% life steal. I like that. That's an interesting move by them. If she dodges, she has that counterattack ability that allows her to heal. So, okay. If you get a lot on Lydia, that's kind of that's okay. I feel like that's a good update for Lydia. All right, well, now we have Yolanda. Yolanda, I feel like, is one of those characters that when you face her, man, you know you're battling a Yolanda. But when you use her, you do not know you have a Yolanda. Just throwing that out there. All right, so before applies immune and attack up for 2 turns. After, same thing. Grants the target a bonus turn at the end of the round. Okay, so it's like a mini Evelyn First Dawn ability. Okay. Ultimate cooldown was reduced. Crit resistance is I think this right here waste, but whatever. Okay. This is funny. Savannah. I mean, that's what I think every time I see Savannah. But yeah, in the indexed, it is Savannah. Minus the H. So that's funny. They didn't catch that, I guess. But that's okay. That's what happens when you translate things. Special Chains of Vengeance increase the duration of crit damage up from 1 to 2 turns. That is great. I like my Savannah. I think she does a lot of damage. I thought it was really stupid that it was only 1 turn. I'm glad to see this change. That makes more sense. Okay. Ultimate Curse of Agony adjusted the effect of Revenge. Before, attacks increased by 20%. Now they increase by 30%, max 2 stacks. Okay, so basically they made it not take as long, which I think makes sense because she already has a massive cooldown on her ultimate ability, which is why a lot of people aren't using her. This is just one step in the right direction. I still think they need to reduce her cooldown on her ultimate by like 2 and reduce her cooldown on her A2 by 1 and then just negate that +2 on the A2, I think that would be the best Savannah fix. Okay, Hector. Special War Axe Throw. Now we'll apply precision up to self. Okay, I mean precision's not bad. It's not a bad skill to have. Ciara. Now we'll apply precision up to self. Okay. Hydrissia. Did she get a nerf or a buff? It was a 50% chance to grant a bonus attack. Now it's a 40% chance to bonus attack plus 15% chance per valid hit on the enemy. Okay, so it's kind of like a catch-22. Less percent chance of the bonus attack, more percent chance if it's a bonus attack with a valid hit. That's cool. Okay, that's something there. This could pop off. All right, now we're in the epics. The epics are kind of meh. Not a whole lot of people care. Lightwing Zachary. They changed him a lot, actually. So he takes less crit damage. He does more damage. Okay. So he's slightly better. This is gonna really suck for the Void Tower. That's basically what they just did. Okay, they really messed us up there. Kane, 30 to 50% on his damage, increased damage per hit. Shield 20%. Okay, that's cool. Thomas. Okay, I've been playing with Thomas. So what did they do to Thomas? So here's his previous. Now after he can just do. Okay, so they took out all this nonsense. That's what they did. They cleaned up his kit. Or did they? What did they do? Way too much crap going on here in this one text. When HP is above 50%, attacks have a 15% bonus. Oh, really bad translation. Ascended, 30% chance to apply stun for 1 turn. Okay, when HP is below 50%, attacks deal bonus damage equal to 3%. Ascended, 5% of enemy's max HP. Okay, so we have max HP. Yep, we knew about that. Now it is when HP is above 50%, attacks have same thing. Ascended, when HP is above 50%, attacks have a 30% chance to apply stun. When taking damage more than 30% of the character's max HP, grants shield equal to 30% of max HP for 2 turns, can be triggered once per round. So did they get rid of the enemy's max HP? Is that what they did? Hold on, let's go look at that. Let's go pause. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let's go look at it real quick. I hope they didn't just nerf him like pretty bad because I liked that ability. He could actually do damage. Let's go look. Yeah, he no longer does max HP damage. Okay, so they nerfed him. Okay. That's a bummer. In my opinion, that's a nerf. That's not a. I do not call that a success, unfortunately. Whatever. I mean, they obviously they've been at this and they know what they're doing. So we'll trust them for now. Okay. Lordic, Leaping Joust. He's still useless. Virgil, max HP. Okay. True damage from 10 to 20%. Okay, that makes him do. That's another 10% true damage. That's pretty impressive. Q. Now will apply decreased damage taken for 2 turns. Okay. Borden. Oh, man. Freaking Borden. Now will apply stealth for 1 turn at the start of the battle. Okay. I feel like that should have been there to begin with, so that's not a huge shocker. Mognar. Basic. Brutal Thrust. Increased damage from 60 to 100%. Applies defense down for 2 turns. Removed if the enemy is affected by defense down. Apply defense down 2 for 2 turns. Okay, so now he's not going to be a defensive down 2 person. Okay. They removed his usefulness. Special. Change to a passive skill when HP is below 50%. Grant a shield. Immediately grants a bonus turn. Okay, it can be triggered every 2 rounds. Okay. Ultimate Mog's Rage. Increased damage from 150 to 180. Removed if the target is affected by stun. Okay, so they buffed him 30%, but then they removed his potential 100%. Okay, so they took away some of his synergy. Not sure what the move was on that one. Not sure what the move was on that one, but okay. Next we have spell adjustments. Ooh, salty. We're getting the salty stuff here. Raging Aura now plus 30% attack for the current turn. Oh. Oh? So, wasn't that 50 before? So did we just lose? Like, this just went from attack 2 to attack 1? Wow, that's a bummer. Water Prison will apply stun to an enemy for 1 turn and remove 1 of their positive effects. Oh, only 1, not all. Oof. That could be bad for Queen of Tides. I'll have to play with that. I've been using my Hollands comp, but I may have to do a video on the Hollands comp and figure out a cheaper way to build it. Okay. Graphics and UI optimization. So these are the characters that they upgraded the graphics on. Interesting. I'm about to go play with Imogen, see what happens with her. Optimize the ultimate skill animation of the following heroes. Okay. I don't know if they changed them or maybe they just made them not take as many resources. Adjusted the paragraph layouts for male templates. That's whatever. Who cares? Adjusted the tab position, layouts, text. Once again, nobody cares. We got to do something real quick about this. There we go. Now you guys can see the bottom of this. Bug fixes certain text overflow errors. Don't care. Fix the yep, don't care. Translation error of Vanguard set in traditional Chinese. I did not notice that problem. I'm glad they fixed it. Those Chinese people definitely need to know what that means. Fixed other display errors. Very vague. But hey, whatever. It's fine. Yeah, overall, I don't know. That's a pretty big update. It's a pretty big update. The character balance, I'm not mad at it. I'm not like in love with it, but overall, I think they did a decent job. I think this was an okay update. I think with the new character, with the new content, with the potential new content that we can see that's going to be being developed, I'm good with it. I think they are going to bring something to the table that is going to be worth it. I will let you know, though, how this balance goes in a day or two when I'm trying to do Queen of Tides and I fail. So we will see how this actually plays out for us. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to go ahead and cut it here. This went way too long. And yeah, let me know down in the comments. What's your opinion? What's your take on this update? Can't wait to hear from you guys. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.